behavior has a state. In psychology, when you look at behavior or you look at a habit, it starts with a cue. That is something that will address your channels of perceptions, something that will stimulate your channels of perception. Either your eye will see, your ear will hear, your body will feel it, then it will move forward to develop what we call a state within you, a mood within you, so that you have the desire of embarking on that particular act. When you embark on that particular act, there will be an outcome that we call a reward. You will enjoy that particular reward, and anytime you are exposed to those stimulants, those cue, you remember the reward that you enjoy, and the state again, the mood, the desire again will be awakened. Then you repeat that particular act again, then you get the reward again. Anytime you are exposed to that particular cues or that particular stimuli, you remember again, you get the mood, then you go into the act, you get the reward. So it keeps on like this, going forth and back, just like a cycle, the habit cycle. But if you no longer need an external stimulation, and the absence of the reward itself can aggravate the hormones within you and give you an internal craving effect, desire for that particular act, as a result of the absence of that particular reward, and internally you want to embark on that particular thing despite the fact that you know the detrimental effect, you know that it is harmful to you, you know the immediate and future challenge, you still embark on that, and because of the craving internal desire within you. At this level, we don't call it a habit again, we call it addiction. You can't sit down if you don't taste the cocaine. As soon as the effect, the hormone level comes down, dopamine is down, adrenaline is down, it has destabilized your internal hormonal structure. And every time you need to be, once in a week or twice in a week, you need to masturbate. You have to embark on pornography. You have to watch this, you have to watch that. Third principle is that the state, you have to have control over your state. For that particular behavior, the senses that helps to stimulate and build that particular mood, you have to have control over it. Number one is the state. Control the state. How do you control the state? The stimulation of the senses. And the major things that helps in the stimulation of the senses, as categorized and determined by Professor Richard Bandler and John Grinder in their research from 1972 up to 1993, they concluded that every behavior of us is actually based on three major sense organs. The other two sense organs will need the support of the other three major sense organs for us to embark on those behaviors. Number one is our visual sense organ, our eyes, and number two is our kinesthetic sense organ, our body. Then number three is our auditory sense organ, our ears. That is how come, even before the outcome of their research, Richard Bandler, before the outcome of their research, Professor John Grinder, before the outcome of their research, far back as 1400 years ago, Allah Azza wa Jal told the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that hatta idha ma ja'uha, not until they are brought closer to the hellfire in groups, different groups, they will begin to doubt the judgment of Allah Azza wa Jal, and Allah will make testify against them. What? Shahida alayhim sam'uhum, Allah will let their ears will testify against them. Wa absaruhum, their eyes will testify against them. Wa juluduhum, their bodies will testify against them. My dear brother, my dear sister, if you want to control your state and you want to control your mood, that negative and unproductive mood within you to masturbate and then to watch pornography and to stay on social media for long hours, not calculating, will make you blind. The screen will make you blind, not calculating all these things. That particular mood, to be able to control it and take control of it, take care of your eyes. Control your eyes, control your gaze, control your ears, what you hear, control your body, whatever you do. Eat less, sleep less, speak less, hear less. Then you begin to control your internal realm. Ramadan comes to regulate all these things. Ramadan regulates how much you hear. Ramadan regulates how much you eat. Ramadan regulates how much you see. If even you want a puskelenke to look, all those bad girls in the Zongo, Swingy Tuba, they won't wait for you to see. Ramadan regulates that one. If even they are available for you to see, whatever you hear, people constantly calling to taqwa, calling to Allah, calling to the sunnah, that alone should ring in your mind and also ring in your ears. So alhamdulillah, Ramadan is an opportunity for us to refine our state. It will help us to sleep less, to refine our state. In place of sleeping plenty, we get up for tahajjud. It will help us to speak very little. In place of speaking plenty, we recite the Quran to help us separate, delineate ourselves from unnecessary talks. We resort to the recitation of the Quran. We resort to zikrullah. Ramadan will help you with that one. In place of eating plenty, to engage the digestive system and take the energy from our mind, our intellectual faculty, and give it to the digestive system so that we don't know what we are about. Ramadan will disengage the digestive system and give you more energy to think and what? Reflect. If you can control your state and think that this particular behavior, in which state do I need to find myself in order to have the liking and the desire for that particular behavior, if we can control that one, then even after Ramadan, that behavior will be ours. But have to be the architect